Hi, my name is Surya, and I secured 7th rank in Kerala PSC Medical Officer exam 2023, and the result came out in 2024 December. About my before that, before everything, I am not good at making videos, so it will contain a lot of mistakes. And let's come to my personal and educational background. I'm a Trivian from Thiruvananthapuram capital, and I did my schooling first to 12th standard from Thiruvananthapuram. And after that, after the entrance and Kerala entrance and allotment, I got admission in Government Homeopathic Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Uh, I never had any specific interest in homeopathy. I never tried any homeopathic medicine prior to my college. So when I got admission here, it was all about convenience, not about interest. First of all, so it was in Trivandrum. So I could stay close to home. That's why I chose homeopathy and the college. And the interest and everything came afterwards. And after UG and BHMS, I never had any plan to do this PG or PSC. It was never in my agenda. It suddenly happened to me. So in 2021, I prepared for a PG exam. In 2020 also I appeared, but I at that time I had no interest. It was my mother compelled me to appear for this exam. So I went there. And but in 2021, I don't know, suddenly I developed that interest in the month of January. I started preparing, and I never took any coaching during my PG preparation. The only help that I took was from Homeopedia. It was all the Homeopedia mock test in Telegram, as well as the Homeopedia WhatsApp group. These were the sources, resources that I had during my PG preparation, and my PG preparation lasted for 6 months. And I secured 155th rank in APGT All India. And first, I got admission in Bhopal GHMCT. I took admission there in repertory. At the same time, in Kerala, in State Court, I got admission in Government Homeopathic Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. So again, it was all about convenience. I got admission in my college itself, so I chose to cancel, submit the seat in Bhopal, and I came here and joined in Organon of Medicine department. So currently, it's my final MD in Organon of Medicine, and that's about my BHMS and current status. And so while I was doing my PG in 2022 December, the notification for the KPSC came. And at that time also, I was never, I had no plan to appear for the exam. I was preparing for something else. I had some other stuffs in my mind. But in Kerala, this is like a golden opportunity. We get this chance only once in 5 years. So if I lose this chance, I have to wait another 5 years. So I made my mind, okay, whatever anyway, it's a good opportunity. And I started preparing in the month of December. So the exam was in June 23rd or something, 25th or something. So altogether, I got 6 months. That was a preparation time. And for me, the preparation strategy, uh, see, I don't have anything new to tell you or share with you. Like, I don't have any shortcuts or any tips to share with you. It's all about hard work. I'm not a person who is good at creating tips and everything. It's all about hard work. If I want to study something, I want to start from the first page to I want to cover it till the last, and I want to revise it multiple times. You may be able to read and retain the things in 3 readings. That will work for me only with 5 attempts or 5 readings. So that's the main thing. So I need multiple revision. Every time I made sure that I revise enough. And every time I made sure one thing, like for APGT as well as for KPSC, I made sure that my homeopathic subjects are thorough. That's a area where I could score more, because when comes to allied subject, whether it is a surgery or a foreign surgery or PM, it's a very vast, pathology or microbiology, any other subject. I feel like it's very vast. They could ask questions from anywhere. But in homeopathic subjects, the area is very limited. The syllabus is itself very limited when comparing with the other subjects, anatomy or physiology. We know we have studied very large books and etc. But when comes to homeopathy, it's very limited. That's how I felt. You may think otherwise. This is I'm talking to my experience. So for me, uh, if someone is asking about my preparation, I will say three things. That's first one is not making, second is revision, and third is mocks. Okay, these three things are the essential part. There are a lot of other stuffs also, but these three are the fundamental things that I followed. In my PG preparation, APGT preparation, I made a lot of notes, and you may feel like it's time consuming, exhausting. We have many other guide and resources. Then why would we make handwritten notes? It's like a waste of time. But for me, when I read my handwritten notes, it helped me a lot. It helped me to retain the things in my memory fresh. So I used to write notes. For me, writing everything in notes is not. It's not working. Like every time I will start in a page and I will write it out a subject of system. And whenever we go for another reading or whenever I read another textbook, there will be extra points, so there won't be enough space in the book pages I have already written. So it will make me everything like messy. So I used to write things in A4 paper like this. And every time, I think this is for the MPPSC question 2024. So I used to write every points that are unfamiliar with or new points like this every time. So I think I prepared this for my PEC preparation. So this is how I write my notes. So whenever I want to add something, I'll add the in between. You know, do this is how I make notes. Sometimes I do spiral binding also. After everything after finishing, I do spiral binding. So the same thing. This is for neuro. This is my neurology note. I prepared this in January 2023, I think. So this is I wrote notes. I kept notes like this, and this is how I make my notes. And when comes to study, preparation and everything, I can't do combined study. For me, it's all about self study. I need to revise like 1,000 times, then only I can keep things in my mind. So I always go for self study. And subject wise, I will say for organon, I was interested in organon. I like to read. And when comparing with the APGT, the state PSCs are little bit easy. Nowadays APGT, they are asking questions like a reasoning assertion, giving a lot of statements, and we have to pick the right one, cross matching and everything. They changed their pattern in the last few years. Now, this UPSC kind of standard questions that's what they are asking. And that's not the same with state PSC. State PSCs are somewhat simpler. That's what I think. Most of the state PSC's questions, medical officer question papers are easy comparing with the ALPGT. So, um, for organon, I read this Judging Organon of Medicine textbook, and I was interested in philosophy, so I read the Kent, H. Robert Stuart Close's textbooks also, and chronic disease. That textbook too. I read all these things, and it was like other philosophical textbooks. I read that one time and underlined it and made notes for it. And the organ of medicine textbook that we need to revise daily. The same with Materia Medica keynote. Likewise, organ of medicine textbook, we need to read some aphorism daily along with the footnotes. And if you're a serious aspirant, I would suggest you to read from the first to last, including preface, introduction, and last part there is an appendix. And I used to leave that appendix part every time. But while I was preparing for the PSC, I realized that this is the most fundamental and important portion of the Orwell of Medicine textbook. We are busy with keep reading this aphorisms and footnote, but we always ignore the appendix part that contains huge, enormous number of informations. So I suggest everyone to do that too. Go through the appendix part also. And if you read the chronic disease textbook, you will get that fundamental ideas and a lot of things and fundamental idea about the organon subject itself. And Kent, every time they say there are certain chapter, I won't ask or suggest anyone to read all the chapters in every philosophy textbooks, but there are certain chapters in Kent. The 12 observations are very important. Simple substance chapter is important. Likewise, in Ichi Robot also there are certain chapters very remedy reaction or chief and axillary complaints, deflected current. Likewise, in Stuart too, so the posology, the pathology chapter is very important. So we know now there are certain chapters which are very important that I used to read and made notes out of it. That was about my organon. And for Materia Medica, that is the toughest subject for me. I can't retain anything, especially the keynote. Every time I read, I feel like I'm reading this is for the first time. I started this from 2013, but every time I read, I feel like I'm reading this point for the first time. I never has seen certain points in that drug. Before that, I get that feeling. I know it will be same for a lot of people out there. So I read Materia Medica during my preparation for both for APGT and KPSC. I read Materia Medica and Keynote as well as Organon textbook every day. It was in my revision as well as I studied new remedies as well as new aphorisms too. And in AAPGT, they ask questions from other material Medicare too. It can be Clark or Kent or Farrington, anything. But when it comes to PSC exam, it was mainly from Keynote and Boric. So again, I was not good at reading Materia Medica chapters, Materia Medica and the other things. So I used to keep it minimum. Like for Boric, when it comes to Boric, I used to read the first paragraph of every important drug and then the italics. I skipped everything else. Okay. When it comes to Keynote, it's very important to read the relationship part for every exams. That is very very essential portion and that we can't ignore or neglect. And for me the Materia Medica was mainly this Keynote as well as Boric, and I had a guide Crack the Entrance. You must be familiar with that. Crack the Entrance also I used to refer. It contain a lot of points from other Materia Medicas too. So we don't need to go through every Materia Medica. It contain many points from almost very important Materia Medicas. At the same time, I used to refer a textbook of coaching center in Kerala, PHF, that was with me during my PG preparation also. So I used to refer their contents for Materia Medica and Organon also. So it includes, the chain remedies, provers, family category, that kind of stuffs were there. So I used to read that. I studied that too. That was all about Materia Medica. And when it comes to repertory, it was Essentials of Repertorization by Tiwari and the three Materia Medica, Kent, Boger and TPB, Therapeutic Pocket Book. I used to go through every pages and I made notes out of it. And I made this note during my APGT preparation, so it helped me during PSC preparation also. So it was more like a revision. Still, even though I had these notes, I gone through every pages, like in order to find something new. And there will be like a single remedy portion in the mind chapter that is also very important, and I made notes for that too, and some cross reference and etc. And when you read a repertory textbook, the introductory portion is very important in all these repertory. There is an introductory portion about the repertory and about the repertorization, about the chapters, arrangement, philosophical background. Everything is written in the initial pages of introduction and the preface, etc. So make sure that you read. That worked for me. So I'm talking through my experience. So it helped me. It will help you to have understanding about these repertories. So it will help you. And pharmacy, in every exam there will be less number of questions from pharmacy. So I never gone through textbooks. It was gate materials again, and the mocks in homeopedia. We get a lot of mocks, and whenever they ask, that pharmacy related question, I used to wrote it down. That was about my pharmacy preparation. But still, pharmacy is easy to scope. They always ask questions from limited portions. There'll be always questions from homeopathic pharmacopoeia, year, volumes, and source of drugs, classes, and that kind of things, macedation, percolation, that kind of specific stuffs are there. So every time you will get questions from those portions. That's a damn sure questions. I used to read that multiple times, but again, I make mistakes during my, exam time. I given wrong answer. So that is all about revision. I think the years and the volume they ask they asked it many times. So people usually make mistakes in that area also. And the elite subject, when comes to practice of medicine, that has got more weightage. I used to read a system wise. If I'm taking a gastrointestinal system for a particular condition, I start from pathology, PM part, surgery, and everything all together. The same with microbiology. If it is regarding an infection, microbiology, pathology, PM, and if it contains any surgical aspect, I used to cover that. So it was like system wise reading that I used to follow, and it was more convenient for me. And that's how I studied PM and everything. And forensic also, it is very less, and you can read that with the help of gate materials. And if you are interested, you can go through the important portions in your textbook also. I did that. And gynec and also same. I used to follow these gate materials, and whenever I had some doubts, I used to refer the Datta's gynecology textbook. And see, the PG preparation was tough and PSC was somewhat easy. During my PSC, I joined for a coaching. IHMA, Kerala Coaching Institute coaching I have taken. It helped me a lot. Their gate materials, especially for forensic gynecology and organ of medicine, and practice of medicine, uh, portions were very neat. So I used to refer that too. And for anatomy, physiology, for every exam, they ask questions from anatomy, but very less number of questions. So I covered major important portions I have covered, but when it comes to physiology, it was very vast. So I limited my reading in physiology as well as biochemistry. I'm very weak when it comes to biochemistry. So I haven't read anything in biochemistry. I totally skipped that during my PG and PSC preparation because remembering all these points from biochemistry, it seemed very tough for me. And I know there will be very limited number of questions from these areas. So I skipped those portions, like biochemistry and physiology also. To a great extent, I skipped many portions. And this is how I prepared for uh, uh, you know every subjects. Then gate materials, I used to refer this PHFs and IHMS gate material. And I had another book called Sure Success Magic. And for the other subject, non-homeopathic subjects, I used to refer that. It was very helpful. And for previous year questions in homeopathy, I used to refer Kaysen and Success. Success was good for homeopathic part, but in gynecology and PM, I found a lot of mistakes when I was preparing. So I didn't go for extensive reading in other subjects. It was mainly for homeopathic subjects. Then as I told you, I was very weak when it comes to biochemistry and materia medica. But the thing is, materia medica, there is no other choice. We have to study it. Without materia medica, you can't succeed, or you can't get a fair score or rank in any exam. So you need to revise it multiple times. if you want to write notes, or then whatever suits you, that you have to do. Then about fear, mistakes, motivation. See, we can't remain motivated for every day, and we may, see the motivational videos and see the motivational talks. But at the end, it's all about self motivation, and we need that desire inside us. Then it will be easy. All these won't be the same. There will be ups and downs, and more than that, whenever you are preparing for a PSC after your UG or PG and anything, at that point of time you will be in the middle of a lot of steps. So there will be family things, personal things, emotional things, financial things. You will be in the center of all these things, so we have to manage everything uh, when all these things are going on. So it will be a little bit difficult, but it is same for everyone. It's not about us, our thing. It's all for all of us, the things are same. So that's how I handle my stress. I think like, okay, anyway, everyone is going through the same situation. No one is perfect. No one has finished or covered all of their syllabus. So okay, it's a competitive exam, and we can't worry about the results beyond our extent. Anyway, result is going to happen, but we need to focus on the journey. We need to focus on the preparation more than your result. And the support system that I had during my preparations, my family, my mother, brother, sister, and my grandmother. That was a huge support system that I had, and I'm very happy and blessed to have that. The second thing is my friends. So there were a few good friends I had. So they always stood by my side when I had hard times. And when it comes to the preparation, it was I would say it was Homeopedia. It's not a promotional video. Sir is uploading this in the Homeopedia platform doesn't mean that I'm doing a promotional video. It's not like that. It's coming from my heart. For PG exam, it was exclusively Homeopedia. I never seeked any help from other platforms. It was entirely Homeopedia. Homeopedia Telegram group as well as WhatsApp group. I was very active in the WhatsApp group discussion, and at the same time I attempted, daily I attempt every mocks. That's morning, afternoon, night mocks. I used to attempt everything every day. So I never skipped that during my 6 months preparation. Similarly, WhatsApp group discussion, and these are the things which helped me to get a PG seat. Exclusively, this was the only thing which helped me during PG preparation. And for PSC, yeah, I joined for a coaching, but at the same time, major support was from Homeopedia. Even during PSC preparation, also, I was a very active member in the WhatsApp group discussion. Similarly, I attempted this Homeopedia mock test series also. So that was the thing which helped me during my preparation, the support system that I had. And the advice that I can give you, I don't have any advice. See, it's everyone's journey is different. It's all about our passion, desire, and our commitment, hard work, patience, perseverance, discipline. And as I told you, I don't have any tips. I don't have any shortcuts. I don't know how to study like that. For me, if I'm studying something, if I'm reading a textbook, I need to read from first to last. I need to, make notes for the important topics. I need to revise that multiple times, and I need to attempt the mocks also. Then only I can get I can give a good performance in actual exam time. For some people, it will be easy. With one reading or two or three reading, they will be able to retain everything in their brain. For me, I need five or six or seven or revisions. Then only I can give a good performance. And at the same time, mocks are very important, and you are reading and revising everything, but skipping the mocks or previous year questions, like that, or model questions, then you're missing a very important part. Like without mocks or without a previous year question paper, it will be difficult, and you need to do that on a daily basis. You have to give some mocks daily basis. And I would suggest not to start from the scratch. Don't start mocks when you start your preparation. After finishing 20 or 25 percentage, you can start your mock. You can give your mocks. If you start from the very beginning, you will be very disappointed. And if you're waiting to finish all of your syllabus and start the mocks, it will be too late. So when you read something after finishing 20% of your syllabus for a particular subject, you can start giving mocks. And these are the important things. And at the same time, it's very important to give enough mental and physical rest. Um, Sometimes the exam preparation itself is very draining, and it's important to take care of your mental and physical health. And for everyone who is preparing for your upcoming exam, I would suggest you to prepare as per the time availability and as per the exam's requirement. If it is a AAPGT, you need enough vast reading. And if it is a 1 year or 6 months preparation, and you can go for extensive reading, you can read the textbooks and everything and go through every pages and make notes and etc. But it is if it is like 1 or 2 months, it is like a crash or rapid preparation, then you won't get enough time to cover all these things. So as per the time availability, you need to prepare, and you need to prioritize your subjects. And if you have 2 months of time and you are focusing more on anatomy and physiology, it won't work. And at that time, it is very important to give focus on high yielding areas like organon or materia medica, practice of medicine, and very important portions that you need to cover. So go through the previous year questions, then you will get an idea about the exam pattern, how the questions are framed, how which are the major areas they are asking most of the questions from. So you'll get an idea about the exam. As I told you, the APGT pattern is very different from state PSC pattern. So you need to be familiar with the question patterns and the demand of the exam, what exactly it is demanding. So prioritize your subjects and give your time as per that. So if you have enough time, go for extensive reading, do in-depth reading. At the same time, you're not doing PhD, so you need to know where you have to limit your reading, and the boundary line, you need to understand that. If it is a quick preparation, or you are getting 3 or 4 months, then don't go for it. You go through the previous year question papers and identify the high yielding areas and focus on that. At that time, spending too much time for anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, that kind of subjects will not be a good idea. That's what I think. Again, I'm talking through my experience. The things will be different. You may get other advice, and you may feel otherwise. It's up to you to decide. So this is the things I have observed during my preparation. At the same time, when you read a lot, you will make some mistakes. Mistakes when it comes to small things like basic questions. So there was a question in the PSC exam. I think I am doing PG in organon of medicine, okay, and the question was, and more than that, before that, I read all of the major textbooks, including the philosophical textbooks, and or this chronic disease judging, and I covered everything. And the question was the concept of vital principle introduced in which edition? So everyone knows, even if you are asked this question to the first year student, they will tell you like vital principle. Okay, vital force was in the fifth edition, in the vital principle was in the sixth edition. But I gave the wrong answer. I gave the answer as a fifth edition. So I was thinking too much. Okay, the question was the concept of vital principle. So I was thinking in the exam hall, like, okay, the vital principle word is given in the sixth edition, but the concept of vital principle, that means the concept of vital force, the concept was introduced in the fifth edition. So I interpreted in that way, and I lost that mark. The saddest part is it was an organon question, and I'm doing PG in organon, second year at that time. So I made that mistake. So that was a huge loss. And I forgot to tell you one more thing. It wasn't the complete resources that I have that I had during my preparation. I also referred some other things like online classes. There was a channel, Prep Ladders channel. They were giving classes. They were doing all these classes and videos for the MBBS students, especially for FMG exams and NEET PG exam. But I used to attend, not attend. I used to see the YouTube videos of Prep Ladder, especially the microbiology, radiology, the surgery parts were amazing. The rapid revision classes. I still remember the doctor's name was Dr. Preeti or someone. She used to take classes for microbiology, and the tips and everything was really attracting, and that helped me for microbiology. Similarly, with the surgery also. That part was community medicine, radiology, and this practice of medicine. All the subjects were outstanding. By watching those videos, I could secure 4 marks in PSC exam. I saw some videos, 2 days before the exam, but I got those questions from community medicine as well as from anatomy from those videos. So that was also, you can seek help from this kind of YouTube channels or videos also for allied subjects. But homeopathy, even if we search now, we won't get enough resources. Like online resources are very limited. But for other subjects, you can go for FMG or NEET PG's exam guide materials or the online YouTube videos, etc. So those were the helps and everything. This is all about my preparation. I know it would contain a lot of mistakes. It was not a well thoroughly planned video. It's little bit messy, but this is all about my preparation. And all the best for everyone who is preparing for a upcoming competitive exam, whether it's a APGT or uh, PG entrance or this PSC. So all the best for everyone. And one more thing, if you are someone really interested in homeopathy, read the H.A. Roberts textbook's first chapter, what homeopathy can really offer you. And I'm telling you, this is from my life experience. If you approach the system with passion, love, and you know, uh, love and interest, then you will get everything from it. And I was not a good outstanding student or a bright student, but I could crack 2 exams because I have developed some interest in homeopathy, and during my preparation I was completely dedicated. That doesn't mean it was totally because of my hard work. There were a lot of elements are there, like a luck, support system, and the health, and everything was a part of it. But I'm saying, like, if you work hard this time or the next time, it's a matter of time only. You will get the success, and you will succeed in this field. And all the best for everyone. Thank you.